Harry and Meghan, you would have hoped that this could have been, well, something of a turnaround, particularly after the debacle of the recent CBS interview. You know, the one on the Sunday morning where they were there to set up yet another incentive all about tackling online bullying, which was a little bit laughable when you think, because time and time again, we're told, of course, by the royal couple that they don't do social media, which we know is far-fetched from the truth, because Meghan has at least 7, to my knowledge, social media accounts. It did make me smile, though, actually, regarding this recent tour out in Colombia, because Harry pointedly told the audience that actually his children are not on social media. Well, they're 5 and 3. I mean, I'm not being cruel, but other than watching something, how could they possibly be on social media at that level? You understand what I'm saying? It's fascinating to think, isn't it, though, as the ex-royal's career through this latest venture, hoping, of course, to try and grab some attention, things seemingly are not really going to plan. Let me explain. Morning, good to see you. Thank you so much as ever. We are in the middle of a wonderful bus station here, historical bus station named after a royal. Victoria bus station, Queen Victoria. She got a moniker and everything, as many people know. Big fan of Queen Victoria. Knew about branding and influence before the word was invented. Oh yes, what a woman. I bet she was a tough cookie to deal with, don't you? Maybe that gene has been inherited from, of course, the brilliant Princess Royal, Her Royal Highness Princess Anne. Back as ever, though, to your royal story of the day. Now, I do find this very strange, in fact, because, you know, Harry and Meghan moan and moan and moan about the media intrusion, the privacy, all that sort of stuff. But now I can tell you that they're very concerned about the lack of media traction, as they call it, for their latest royal tour. Now, this is, of course, because many people have been told they have to write exactly what the press release is. They are suffering, I've been told also, from the sudden removal, dismissal, left, whatever you want to call it, of Josh Settler. He was, of course, their chief officer of whatever, and apparently was going to be putting this tour together to make it a huge success. As we now know, he left a few days before, whatever you want to call it, and this has actually thrown the plot, if you like, into some confusion, with now apparently Meghan Markle taking the helm and running her things independently. Yes, fascinating to think, isn't it? But now, as I say, they're very concerned by the fact that they didn't make any of the front pages over here in the United Kingdom. Harry in particular was concerned about that because, of course, we've got other things. We've got the aftermath of the riots, cost of living crisis, strikes, train strikes. People are more concerned about everyday things. But even around the world, where they normally can pick up front page covers, it's simply not happening. Now, apparently, the real reason behind this, of course, is because Harry and Meghan are really having something of a toxicity themselves. You can see this tension between the couple. And a source who's literally working out there tells me that behind the scenes, it's very fraught, and they very much click into character the moment that they come onto the procession or out into the public domain, with, of course, Meghan at points having to remind Harry to grab her hand. This is going to be interesting moving forward, because this could have elements, of course, of another previous royal tour where everybody truly picked up on the fact that those two senior royals were not the best of friends. You get the picture. But for Harry and Meghan right now, a lot of things are riding on this. And as they say, they don't want the national newspapers. They wanted grassroots journalists, that sort of thing. Clearly they don't. And of course they were very upset about this particular story that's now circulating around the internet regarding the fact that Meghan was wearing an earpiece and had to have a translator, having said, of course, she was fluent in that particular language of that country. Apparently, according to their team, this was all because Prince Harry isn't, and she wanted him to be able to understand. You see this convoluted mess now that is evolving when you don't have anybody controlling the narrative. Either way, this is going to be interesting to see when they get back from this particular fake royal tour, how they, or whether they, in fact, consider it a success. After day one, apparently, things are not going exactly to plan. Now there's a surprise. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.